No. God.
Autumn.
What?
How old are you?
20.
You're 20?
Yes.
Are you from Phoenix?
Well, basically all over. I'm a DCS kid.
You've been what?
I'm a DCS kid. I was adopted at 4 and placed back in the system.
Oh, okay. So you don't know your parents?
My biological parents, I do not know. I do not know who they are.
And what's your situation right now? You homeless?
Yes, I'm homeless. And I found out some recent information about my biological family that I grew up not knowing. Yeah. I have a hard time just barely existing. As you can tell by the way I'm reacting, it is very hot outside. It is the summertime, and I'm outdoors, living out in this heat. The temperature is I don't know the temperature, but I know it's above 100 or something.
Probably like 113.
Yeah. The last I checked, it was 113, but steadily increasing. It is getting hotter and hotter outside. I think one time I checked, it was like 120. Yeah.
So where do you stay right now? Do you stay at a shelter?
I stay on the ground. I live on the outside on the sidewalk of the ground. I am a single woman out here all alone on these fucking streets. And it is very, very tragically difficult for me. I have been traumatized to the point I have actually gotten I can't sleep anymore. I don't sleep. I can't afford to eat to the point that I literally don't get hungry. I refuse food because why? I don't feel hungry. I don't get hungry. My stomach, I'm dead inside. My stomach is dying. My stomach is eating stuff so bad. I basically don't eat. I can't eat because I can't smell food, let alone the smell of food is what makes you have an appetite. I can't smell it, let alone taste it, let alone want it. I can't eat because I'm not hungry.
How long
I can't afford
have you been living on the streets?
Yeah, since I was a kid. That's my memory. On and off, I was a runaway child. I was a runaway child, but my parents were very abusive since I was I'm adopted. I'm half black, half white. I was adopted into an all-white family, and they were very, very horribly abusive. I still have memory scars and tragic. I still have scars and tragic. I wake up from night terrors from my family, from my childhood. Okay, I can't get over it.
That's
Yeah.
your adopted parents?
Yes. I will not get over it, and I'm talking about, and sometimes the past does not fucking just focus on the future. Everybody says, but the past defines your future. If you can't take a step back and look at the past to know that what happened then that got you here now in the present, however are you gonna move the fuck on to the future? You can't. It's literally impossible. To me, that's just common logical sense. Idiots. I'm sorry, too much.
So you haven't eaten today?
No, I don't eat. I haven't probably eaten actually, I don't remember the last time I eaten was. I think it was a couple weeks ago, to be honest. People say you can't survive off of no food, but I say I am living proof that is a lie. A lot of people cannot live without food for 3-4 days, right? Because they can't. People are weak. People don't realize it's all in the mind. I believe that as humans, we are designed to be tough and have stamina more than we let ourselves show. For instance, I believe in a creator, and I'm not afraid to put that out there. You are allowed to have your own beliefs, you're allowed to have your own ways. I will not judge you for them. In fact, I think it's pretty cool to talk about. But I will never put anybody down for what they believe in. But I do believe in an ultimate one God. There's one God. He created everything that's here for us. He did not make our bodies to be fragile. He made our bodies to do exactly what they're supposed to do. So, you can live without food for a couple weeks. You can do it. It's just, do you have the strength to, and you're going to be like, do you have the mindset to, which causes the strength to, which causes your adrenaline rush and your ability to. I have stamina like no one else believes. Right now we're in Sunny Slope, and the Sunny Slope is the worst part of Arizona. I will say that because of the horrors and night terrors that literally go on in day-to-day lives, in real life, and this is not when you're sleeping.
What kind of stuff happens out here?
There are people who will be living, for instance, one of my experiences, people don't realize it, but when you're on the streets, when you've been on the streets long enough, or or be on the streets in general, or you're be on the streets long enough, or you just have the smarts to, long enough to have the smarts to, or just fucking. You can actually see little demons and monsters crawl throughout the day and night. I'm not joking. I feel bad for my for the elders. An elder, you know, an older person who's much wiser, has more brain cells. Out here it's called AGD, Gangster Discipler, or OG. Okay? Original gangster. Okay? Don't worry about everything else. It doesn't matter. But just know that those people are for you to look up to. Not everyone on the streets is called, every old man or woman you see on the streets is called that. They have to earn that fucking title, and they work maliciously hard for it. They do things they don't have to. Here, you have to steal to survive. I've tried for years not to. I've almost died several times. These people do not give a about you on the streets. They are, even the people on the streets, they're doing just as bad or worse than you. Do not about you. They don't about you. They laugh when you die. I've been left for dead. I was born with chronic illness. I got to the point where just recently I couldn't afford it. I couldn't get up out of bed. Nothing. I literally died 3 times. And I was in a relationship with a guy, and they did anything they could to kill me, including the fact that I was in a relationship with a guy, and that somehow me getting sick is my fault on him going arrested, and all these relationships are here. They're fucking. You always see you screaming, yelling, all that shit. That's why they stay. Because they really love each other more than you guys would ever imagine. If you haven't been homeless, you don't know what love is. You don't know what it's like to fucking suffer and cry and scream for somebody you may never get back. The first guy I ever loved was a guy named Eric. I'm not gonna tell you his real name because it's irrelevant. He had a little minor, cousin, whatever, brother, whoever, family member, who stole money from a certain member, and he's never been seen again. He's to this day he is. Where on the street is, he's an undercover for the cops. These did not want to. Fucking people need to understand. Even people on the streets need to understand that this is not want to. Sometimes you're forced to do things just to protect someone you love or yourself. He is fucking a great man. He was kind, caring, and fucking very loving. Okay? Because one of my family member, friend, whatever he had that fucked up, the rest of everybody else got fucked over too. And to this day, including me. Okay? Including me. And I barely even knew. Okay? I barely knew him in the sense that had nothing to do with me. I'm screwed over because what that happened. And I'm mad, and I'm angry. And I have every right to be. But that does not mean I take it on anybody else. Okay? Now, I've seen the homies lately pass out and die like flies. You can wake up to the person beside you dead, just like that. You can blink and that person's dead. I've looked around, but one minute I'm talking to a homegirl, the next minute she falls flat and she's dead. That's not what the fucking problem is. They does not give a shit about you. The fucking government checks and everything. How many people here have government checks? Like fucking 1%, if you're lucky enough. I'm saying maybe one, like not even one half, like not even a whole 1.5%. Not even that. Just barely even 1% of these people out on these streets have government checks. Everybody says they fucking have government checks. At least they're supposed to, right? But where's the government when you need one? Oh wait, dwindling and dark magic and fucking each other up, fucking each other's insides out. Okay? They don't give a fuck about us in the streets. We're forced to defend for ourselves, people we care about. I'll shoot a nigga if anybody touches somebody I care about. I'll shoot someone flat. I don't give a fuck if you're an officer or not. Okay? We're scared for our lives every fucking day. And we run in fear, we hide in fear, we dodge in fear. Just because you're an officer that rolls up and you see us fucking dodging and hiding something in fear, doesn't mean we did something wrong. It just means we're scared of you. We're horrified of you. Okay? Fuck 12.
Alright, Adam. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate it. Are you okay with me sharing this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, fine.
And just in case somebody wants to reach out to you with any sort of help with donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share, like an email?
I don't have anything, so sorry. But I do need donations for that. I have so many people.
Nothing like that?
No. That's what else they do. Take your shit, scramble you for dead. Boys and girls, they don't give a fuck. Especially if you're a girl-guy relationship, or fucking, it doesn't matter. Siblings, it doesn't matter. It's everybody against everybody. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.